Hello everyone, friends. Today we will talk about Ollie, more precisely about one of the main theories of Poppy Playtime 4. Of course, it is about who is hiding behind Ollie's personality. The main theory remains that this is a prototype. Is it true? Why is he doing this? And what will be his next actions? But before that, friends, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel, put likes, and also write in the comments what you want to hear about in the video. And here we go. So who exactly is Ollie? Without a face to match his voice, Ollie appears as an observer, guiding the protagonist to each point of interest inside the playcare. He suggests what is and isn't safe in the endeavor and can aid the protagonist by dropping in resources like keys and battery packs via the pipework. This would imply Ollie is at the heart of the playcare, controlling the playcare's core mainframe. So when the power suddenly goes out after transferring the red smoke at the beginning of Chapter 3, who could have possibly been the one to tamper with this? Ollie is a suspect as he has power that dictates he can not only observe the protagonist via the camera system, but is also capable of sending things down to the player to help him. Ollie doesn't warn the protagonist about the red smoke either, even though the tape recordings and opening cutscene point towards the nefarious side effects when inhaling the mass. Just like Ollie in Poppy Playtime, the prototype is a faceless character whom we never actually get to see as we advance through the chapters. Up until now, we've only seen his robotic arm in a few instances, but not the character himself. The theory that Ollie is the prototype stems from the fact that after defeating Catnap, Ollie's voice is no longer heard. The main proof for this theory comes in the form of a tape. On the prototype's interview tape, players can hear the prototype taking multiple characters' voices and speaking. One of the voices is unquestionably Ollie's. There is also a theory that refutes the idea that the Ollie is a prototype. I know that the prototype can change its voice, that it could easily pretend to be a child helping us. However, Poppy and Kissy Missy trusts him, which then begs the question, who do we trust? If we trust Poppy and Kissy Missy are good and are helping us, why should we doubt them in trusting Ollie? Also, it doesn't make much sense. Why would the prototype want us to divert the smoke? I feel like it's all too predictable. Maybe if Poppy Playtime kept the same atmosphere of the first two chapters, I'd say it's probable. But there are very skilled writers on this team and I feel like it's a misdirect. I personally trust Poppy and Kissy Missy, especially seeing that Kissy Missy isn't the violent type. How could Poppy be violent when Kissy Missy could easily kill her? I don't think that Ollie is a child by any collection. He, in a way, made me think of Gregory from Security Breach Ruined. He sounded like a child, but as I continued to listen, he sounded more and more like that Dora the Explorer speech. The way his words layers and how he said sentences, it was like he only had a preset of how many words he could use. He may not be the prototype, but I don't believe he is in any way human. That is not how a little boy talks. That is not how a little, most likely scared boy would react with people. The thing about the prototype, and this is something that people seem to be forgetting, is that he can only repeat words or phrases that he hears. That's why in the VHS tape, his voice changes so often, and that's why he repeats the final words in the interviewer's voice. It would be extremely hard for him to have learned all of those words from a single kid. This is also me saying this hoping there isn't a writing mistake in the lore. Also, we've seen the prototype twice now and neither time did he talk. Makes me think that he doesn't want to or doesn't have the best ability to. If he had the means to kill Kissy at the end of Chapter 3, then why bother luring us to him in the first place? Why not just have whatever it is kill us instead? We know the only creature working for him so far has been Catnap and the small smiling critters. It's unknown why Huggy chased us, I assume because he recognizes us. Maybe we're the reason he's a monster, but we know that Mummy wanted revenge because we worked at the facility and that Bunzo, the small Huggy Wuggies and PJ were just following her command. We also know that Mrs. Delight wanted to kill us because she was hungry. Maybe it was a bunch of the small smiling critters that got Kissy, but I think it's a new monster or the prototype himself. Well, next up is Yarnaby and the NC. ITK what Yarnaby's reason for attacking would be other than Harvey Sawyer commanding him to, if he is the main villain of Chapter 4. I think that Ollie could be an old toy that they all trusted like a boogie bot, but the prototype killed Ollie and is pretending to be him. Here is such a theory. Write in the comments what you think about it. Perhaps this is one of the most interesting theories about the new part. Thanks for watching, friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Like the video. And also write in the comments what you want.